Hey everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you how to set up a hidden service using Whonix. Obviously this is going to run on the ToR network, and we'll just jump right in and show you what we got to do. So first things first, you're going to need Whonix Gateway and the Whonix workstation installed and running on your computer. I've already done a tutorial for this, so you can check that if you want. It's pretty easy to get set up and running, and there's not too much work really to be done, just waiting for things to load and you'll be set. As you can see, I've got both the gateway and the workstation already running, and so we'll just jump in and get things started. First things first, on the gateway, you're going to want to open up the console and type in sudo nano etc torrc. And we're just going to edit the torrc file and add in 2 lines. As you can see, I've already added the lines in previously, but I'll put them in the description as well. It's quite simple. So the first line we've got here is just the hidden service directory. This is when it's going to store your key and all the data related to your hidden services. And we've got here the HiddenServicePort, which is port 80, the IP of the gateway, which is right here, 10.152.152.11, and again on port 80. Once you've entered that, obviously using nano and sudo, you see Control O to save it, and Control X to exit. After you've done that, you're going to want to restart the ToR service, and that's quite simple. Just type in sudo service ToR at default, and reload, and now that's done. And we'll just check that it's up. Sudo service ToR at default status, and we can see that it's up and running. And that's pretty much everything done for the gateway now. Before we close it though, we'll just check to see what our hidden service address is. So we just do sudo cat var lib ToR hidden service host name, and there we can see right there we've got the address for my particular connection. It's obviously going to be different on your machine, but we'll just keep that in mind. You can just write it down or just leave it there for now. We'll just remember that for later. After we've done that, we're going to switch to the workstation and finish off the setup. So on this particular example, I'm going to be using light TPD to set up a web server, and that's quite simple to install as well. So we're just going to go sudo apt-get update to make sure the system's up to date, and let that run its course. This system was updated relatively recently, so there shouldn't be too much to go through. And there we go, there wasn't anything that needed to be updated. So after we've done that, I'm just going to go sudo apt-get install light TPD, and that's going to go ahead and install. Just hit yes, we want to continue. It's just going to run through the install process, and there we have it, that's installed. So we've got light TTPD there now, and then we're going to open up the ToR browser. Now, by default, ToR is not configured to be able to read the local address, so your home address 1.2.127.0.0.1. So we're just going to quickly change the setting to enable that. So we're just going to go into Preferences, Advanced, Network, Connection, and then Settings. So no proxy settings, and we're just going to set in no proxy for the home address, which is 1.127.0.0.1, and that's okay, that's done now. So I'm just going to pop this window out so I can see what it says on, see what the address is, and we're just going to test to see if this is working. I should just do 1.2.0. And there we have it. So I've put in the local address just on port 80, and we can see that light TPD is running now. This is just a default page. You can go in and change that to whatever you want to host your own web page. And we'll just check to see if the onion service is up yet. So we'll put that in. PKN4ZIG 5E55U6 IP5.onion. Just wait for that to load. It can take up to 30 minutes, but there we have it. It's up and running already. So basically that's all you've done. You can see exactly here what you've got to do, the configuration files, so on and so forth. But at this point you're up and running. This is on the ToR network, and if I were to leave this up and running, any of you would be able to connect it and see this placeholder page. But I'm going to shut that down because I don't have any use for it at the moment. But there you have it. It's as simple as that. A couple of minutes and you're up and running and hosting whatever you'd like on the Hidden network. Thanks for watching. Maybe plenty more to come in the future.